F. J. Robinson 1827-1828. Frederick John Robinson, commonly known as F. J. Robinson, was a prominent figure in 19th-century British politics. Born on November 1, 1782, Robinson's life was characterized by his multifaceted roles as a statesman, politician, and key advisor to the monarchy. His early years were marked by a privileged upbringing, and his educational pursuits laid the groundwork for a career that would significantly impact the political landscape of his time. Robinson's political journey began with his entry into the House of Commons in 1806, representing various constituencies over the years. As a member of the Tory party, he swiftly ascended the political ranks, eventually serving in pivotal roles within the government. Notably, he held the positions of Chancellor of the Exchequer, President of the Board of Trade, and Secretary of State for War and the Colonies. The years 1827 to 1828 represent a critical juncture in F. J. Robinson's political career and personal life. During this period, Robinson found himself at the center of dynamic political shifts, both within Britain and on the international stage. As the British Empire grappled with challenges ranging from economic fluctuations to diplomatic complexities, Robinson's influence and decision-making became increasingly pivotal. Notably, these years coincide with a time of great change in British politics, including the transition between the reigns of George IV and William IV. The socio-political landscape was in flux, and Robinson's actions during this period played a crucial role in shaping policies that would impact the nation's trajectory. Understanding the events and decisions made by Robinson during 1827 to 1828 provides valuable insights into the broader historical context of 19th-century Britain. F. J. Robinson's early life was marked by privilege and a prestigious lineage. Born on November 1, 1782, he was the second son of Thomas Robinson, the second Baron Grantham. Hailing from an aristocratic family with strong ties to the British political elite, Robinson's upbringing was steeped in the traditions and expectations befitting his social status. The family's wealth and connections provided young Robinson with unique opportunities for education and advancement. Growing up in the refined environs of the English aristocracy, Robinson was exposed to the cultural and intellectual currents of the time. The familial emphasis on public service and political engagement would significantly shape his aspirations and career trajectory. The political milieu within which he was raised became a crucial backdrop against which Robinson's later decisions and actions would be played out. Robinson's educational pursuits laid the foundation for his later success in politics. He attended Harrow School, a prestigious institution known for producing many influential figures in British society. Subsequently, he continued his education at St. John's College, Cambridge, where he honed his intellectual capacities and cultivated a deep understanding of classical literature and philosophy. After completing his education, Robinson embarked on his professional journey, entering the political arena at a relatively young age. His early involvement in politics saw him elected as a member of Parliament in 1806, representing various constituencies over the years. This marked the beginning of a career that would see rapid ascension through the ranks of the Tory party. Robinson's roles in government varied, showcasing his versatility and competence. From serving as a Lord of the Treasury to becoming Vice President of the Board of Trade, he demonstrated a keen grasp of economic and political matters. As his responsibilities increased, so did his influence within the corridors of power, setting the stage for his impactful contributions in the years leading up to 1827. The years 1827 to 1828 were characterized by a complex and dynamic political climate in Britain. The nation was undergoing a transition between the reigns of George IV and William IV, and this period marked a critical juncture in British political history. The political landscape was shaped by a confluence of domestic and international factors, and the challenges faced by the government had profound implications for the future of the British Empire. Domestically, issues such as economic instability, social reforms, and questions of parliamentary representation were at the forefront of political discourse. The country was grappling with the aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars, and the economic repercussions, coupled with social and industrial changes, contributed to a sense of uncertainty. Additionally, debates surrounding parliamentary reform and the extension of voting rights were intensifying, reflecting the evolving dynamics of British society. Internationally, Britain's diplomatic and colonial interests played a crucial role in shaping the political agenda. The aftermath of the Congress of Vienna and the emerging tensions in European geopolitics added a layer of complexity to the government's decision-making. Moreover, issues related to the British Empire's overseas territories, trade relationships, and the evolving power dynamics on the global stage were central to the political discourse of the time. F.J. Robinson was a central figure in navigating the challenges posed by the political landscape of 1827 to 1828. As a seasoned politician with a wealth of experience, Robinson held key positions within the government that enabled him to influence policy and decision-making. His political career had already seen notable achievements, and during this period, he played a crucial role in addressing the pressing issues facing the nation. Robinson's pivotal roles included serving as Chancellor of the Exchequer, President of the Board of Trade, and Secretary of State for War and the Colonies. In these capacities, he wielded significant influence over economic policies, trade regulations, and matters pertaining to Britain's overseas territories. His expertise in financial matters and his ability to navigate complex political landscapes made him a trusted advisor to the monarchy and an influential member of the government. Furthermore, Robinson's involvement in politics extended beyond the domestic sphere. He actively participated in diplomatic endeavors and negotiations that sought to safeguard British interests on the international stage. His nuanced approach to foreign affairs and his strategic thinking were crucial in maintaining the balance of power and protecting the empire's global standing. The period of 1827 to 1828 witnessed several key political events and the emergence of notable figures that left an indelible mark on British history. The transition between the reigns of George IV and William IV was accompanied by debates over constitutional and parliamentary reform. The Catholic Emancipation Act of 1829, though just beyond the scope of the specified years, was a consequential development that had roots in the political climate of the late 1820s. Figures such as Robert Peel, a political contemporary of F.J. Robinson, played influential roles during this time. Peel's involvement in the Catholic emancipation debate and his tenure as Home Secretary added complexity to the political landscape, highlighting the intricate relationships among key political figures. Moreover, the rise of political movements advocating for social and economic reforms, such as the Radical movement led by figures like Henry Hunt, added an additional layer of dynamism to the political arena. These events and personalities shaped the discourse that F.J. Robinson navigated, influencing the policies he crafted and the decisions he made during this crucial period. F.J. Robinson's political career was marked by a series of pivotal roles that showcased his versatility and effectiveness within the British government. As Chancellor of the Exchequer, Robinson held a crucial position overseeing economic policy and financial matters. His responsibilities included managing the government's finances, formulating budgets, and addressing the economic challenges of the time. Robinson's fiscal policies during this period were crafted with an eye toward stabilizing the economy in the aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars. Additionally, Robinson served as President of the Board of Trade, a position that underscored his commitment to fostering commerce and trade. In this role, he played a key part in shaping trade policies, promoting economic growth, and ensuring the competitiveness of British industries. His efforts contributed to the expansion of international trade networks, reinforcing Britain's position as an economic powerhouse. As Secretary of State for War and the Colonies, Robinson's responsibilities extended to matters of imperial governance and military affairs. His role involved overseeing the administration of the British colonies, managing military strategies, and addressing issues related to defense and international relations. Robinson's tenure in this position coincided with significant geopolitical shifts, and his diplomatic acumen played a vital role in safeguarding British interests on the global stage. The years 1827 to 1828 were marked by several notable accomplishments and initiatives under F.J. Robinson's leadership. In his capacity as Chancellor of the Exchequer, Robinson implemented economic policies aimed at reducing government debt and promoting fiscal stability. His emphasis on sound financial management contributed to the economic recovery of the post-war period, laying the groundwork for future prosperity. Robinson's tenure as President of the Board of Trade saw initiatives focused on modernizing trade practices and infrastructure. He advocated for the expansion of transportation networks, including the development of railways and improvements to ports, fostering greater efficiency in commerce. These efforts played a pivotal role in facilitating the growth of British industries and trade relationships. In the realm of foreign affairs, Robinson's tenure as Secretary of State for War and the Colonies witnessed adept diplomacy and strategic decision-making. He navigated the complexities of imperial governance, addressing challenges in the administration of colonies and ensuring the defense of British interests. His role in managing international relations during this period contributed to the maintenance of peace and stability, further solidifying Britain's standing in the global arena. F.J. Robinson's leadership style was characterized by a pragmatic and strategic approach to governance. Known for his ability to grasp intricate economic and political issues, Robinson exhibited a keen understanding of the interconnectedness of domestic and international affairs. His decisions were guided by a commitment to fiscal responsibility, economic growth, and the preservation of British interests on a global scale. Robinson's leadership was marked by a combination of diplomatic finesse and a focus on practical solutions. In the face of economic challenges, he implemented policies that aimed at long-term stability rather than short-term gains. His emphasis on trade and industry reflected a forward-looking vision, recognizing the importance of a robust economy in sustaining Britain's influence. Moreover, Robinson's decision-making process demonstrated a nuanced awareness of the broader historical context. His responses to political events and international developments were rooted in a comprehensive understanding of the intricacies of the time. Whether addressing economic reforms, trade policies, or matters of defense, Robinson's decisions were shaped by a thorough analysis of the challenges and opportunities at hand. F.J. Robinson encountered a range of formidable obstacles during the years 1827 to 1828, which posed significant challenges to his political leadership. One of the primary challenges was the economic fallout from the Napoleonic Wars, which had left Britain grappling with financial instability and mounting debt. As Chancellor of the Exchequer, Robinson faced the daunting task of restoring fiscal order while simultaneously fostering economic recovery. Internationally, the geopolitical landscape was marked by shifting alliances and diplomatic intricacies. Robinson's role as Secretary of State for War and the Colonies required him to navigate colonial governance issues and address potential conflicts that could threaten British interests abroad. Managing the intricacies of imperial administration and ensuring the security of overseas territories added an additional layer of complexity to his responsibilities. Moreover, the domestic political scene was characterized by fervent debates over parliamentary reform. The call for increased representation and political enfranchisement led to heightened tensions, and Robinson had to navigate these turbulent waters while maintaining stability and order. F.J. Robinson's tenure in key governmental positions did not come without its fair share of criticisms and controversies. One significant point of contention was his approach to economic policies. Some critics argued that his emphasis on fiscal austerity and conservative financial measures, while necessary for economic stability, disproportionately impacted certain segments of society. This sparked debates over issues of economic equality and social justice, with critics contending that Robinson's policies favored the aristocracy at the expense of the broader population. Additionally, Robinson faced criticism for his handling of colonial affairs. The complexities of managing the vast British Empire, coupled with the challenges posed by emerging nationalist movements in some colonies, drew scrutiny. Critics accused him of adopting an imperialistic and heavy-handed approach, particularly in dealing with issues related to governance and indigenous rights. The political debates over parliamentary reform also brought criticism, as different factions within the British political landscape viewed Robinson's stance on the matter through their respective ideological lenses. Some accused him of being too conservative and resistant to necessary political changes, while others argued that he was compromising traditional values by entertaining reformist ideas. In response to the economic challenges, Robinson implemented a series of financial reforms aimed at reducing government debt and restoring fiscal stability. While these measures were designed to put the nation on a sound economic footing, they were not without controversy. Robinson had to navigate the delicate balance between fiscal responsibility and addressing the needs of a society still reeling from the economic aftermath of war. Addressing criticisms related to colonial affairs, Robinson engaged in diplomatic efforts to find resolutions to conflicts and tensions in various colonies. His responses reflected a pragmatic approach, balancing the need to maintain imperial control with an awareness of changing global dynamics and the rising tide of nationalism in some regions. In terms of parliamentary reform, Robinson's responses were nuanced. While he recognized the need for certain reforms, he was cautious about radical changes that could upset the existing political order. His approach sought to find a middle ground, attempting to address the calls for reform without jeopardizing the stability of the government and the established institutions. F.J. Robinson's legacy is marked by a series of lasting contributions that have left an indelible imprint on British politics and society. As Chancellor of the Exchequer, Robinson implemented financial reforms that aimed at restoring economic stability in the aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars. His emphasis on fiscal responsibility, debt reduction, and sound economic management laid the groundwork for future economic prosperity. The enduring impact of his economic policies is reflected in the stability and resilience of the British economy in the years that followed. In his role as President of the Board of Trade, Robinson played a pivotal role in fostering industrial and trade growth. His initiatives, including the promotion of transportation infrastructure like railways, contributed to the expansion of British industries and enhanced the nation's global economic standing. The modernization of trade practices under his leadership set the stage for the economic transformations of the Industrial Revolution. As Secretary of State for War and the Colonies, Robinson's impact extended to the realm of imperial governance. His diplomatic efforts and strategic decision-making contributed to the maintenance of British interests in the face of geopolitical challenges. The administrative reforms he undertook in colonial affairs influenced the trajectory of the British Empire, shaping its policies and relationships with overseas territories. F.J. Robinson's impact on politics and society is notable not only for his policy contributions but also for the precedents he set in leadership and governance. His pragmatic approach to economic management became a model for subsequent leaders facing similar challenges. The balance he struck between fiscal responsibility and social welfare addressed immediate concerns while fostering a framework for long-term economic growth. In the realm of politics, Robinson's role in navigating the debates over parliamentary reform showcased his ability to reconcile competing interests and maintain political stability. His measured approach, while criticized by some as too cautious, allowed for incremental changes that accommodated evolving societal demands without causing disruptive upheaval. Moreover, Robinson's legacy extends to his influence on diplomatic strategies. His commitment to safeguarding British interests on the international stage set a precedent for subsequent foreign policies. The diplomatic finesse he exhibited in handling colonial affairs left a lasting impact on the conduct of imperial governance and relations with emerging nationalist movements. F.J. Robinson received recognition and honors for his contributions during and after the years 1827 to 1828. His service to the government was acknowledged through appointments to key positions, showcasing the trust placed in his abilities. Robinson's elevation to the role of Chancellor of the Exchequer and subsequent appointments underscored the recognition of his financial acumen and political savvy. Additionally, Robinson's contributions were acknowledged through peerage. In 1827, he was elevated to the title of Viscount Goderich and later became the first Earl of Ripon in 1833. These titles were not only a reflection of his personal accomplishments but also a recognition of the significance of his role in shaping the course of British governance during a critical period. Posthumously, F.J. Robinson's legacy has been subject to historical analysis and scholarly recognition. Historians and political scholars continue to evaluate the impact of his policies and decisions, contributing to a nuanced understanding of his contributions to British political and economic history. In recapitulating the significance of F.J. Robinson during the years 1827 to 1828, it becomes evident that his role was pivotal in shaping the course of British politics and society. As Chancellor of the Exchequer, President of the Board of Trade, and Secretary of State for War and the Colonies, Robinson grappled with multifaceted challenges, ranging from economic instability and parliamentary reform debates to the complexities of imperial governance. Beyond the specific policies and decisions, Robinson's legacy is also one of adaptability and foresight. As the nation grappled with unprecedented challenges, he demonstrated an ability to navigate the complexities of his time with a keen understanding of the broader historical context. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future.